It's an honor to be here today, and good to see my former intern, now becoming mayor of the city of Rockford, Durbin. Thank you for all that you do. This is a continuing effort on my part to travel across the state and to look at promising projects that address the issues that are very real to the families of Illinois. One of those issues is security in their homes and neighborhoods. We know that. It's one of the first and most important questions asked when people choose a place to live. Is it safe? Are the schools good? Those are the basics. And different communities address this issue differently, and voters address it differently. What I have found is many people say, arrest the wrongdoers, put them in jail, throw away the key, and don't tell me about it anymore. But life is not that simple. And we're finding the incidence of violence and gun violence across our nation has grown dramatically. In the state of Illinois, fingers often pointed at Chicago, and there are certainly a serious problem and challenge there. But I have to say, in all honesty, that my hometown of East St. Louis, on a per capita basis, is another dangerous community. And there are many other cities that face the same reality today in Illinois and across the nation. The obvious question, what are we going to do? And I think one of the things we have to acknowledge is that we can't go mess our way out of this situation. It is far better for us to take a look at our families, all families, and children as well, and talk about interventions in their life that can make a difference, that can divert them from the wrong outcome, one that is serious and maybe even deadly. One of those interventions involves an organization like the YMCA, which community after community has stepped up and really given to young people and their families an alternative path and made a difference in their lives. That's why when Congresswoman Sherry Eustace said we have a request for an earmark of $750,000 from Y to take this Lutheran church in Good Shepherd and convert it into a community asset that can serve those families, I said, sign me up. I want to help. And we know that it makes a difference. As I went through the tour here and heard about the young people coming here after school, the fitness room, the activities, it really told me that they had a safe place to be, not in the neighborhoods, on the corners, or in wrong situations, but in something that could make a really positive difference in their lives. I found that all over the state, and we as a nation, certainly as a state, should be focusing on those resources that can make a difference. It's amazing to me, I think back in my own life, we should, and you wonder, what is the most memorable thing that happened to you when you were young? I hope it's Christmas morning, a trip to Disney World, or some family get-together at the beach. It really made a difference and you remember it to this day. But it could be something much worse. It could be an event in your life that you'll never get rid of until somebody helps you come to reconcile the differences in your mind over whether this was good or bad, or why it happened to you. The YMCA, I know, has counseling as part of this program as well, and I'm glad to see that. I think that it's important that these young people have someone to turn to. They can just ask some basic questions and trust the answers. Many of them don't have anything like that in their daily lives, and they harbor these trauma events and bad results for a long time, and often draw the wrong conclusions about their own lives and their futures as a result. So it's rather a lot more than just a check from the federal government. It's making sure it's an investment. We say a word about the Lutheran community. Thank you for taking this church and making sure that the spirit continues. As said here, the biblical quotes, that we are all called to a higher calling. Your participation and involvement in this has really made a difference. This investment that Congressman Eustace and I have added to it, we hope will enhance the mission of this building far beyond its original consecration
Amen.
So it's not only here to help out. It's great to be back in Rockford, and I want to welcome to the podium the mayor at the same time.
Really an honor to be here today for a lot of reasons, so bear with me a little bit. One is, I want to say a sincere thank you to Pastor Lemon. What you you and your congregation are really allowing to take place here is furthering, I know, your mission and certainly helping our entire community. So thank you.
Thank you.
Secondly, to Senator Durbin, I don't know if there's a public servant in the country who sees a concern or an issue and consistently answers that call for assistance than Senator Durbin. I mean, I'm not going to give every single item, but if it is funding for infrastructure, if it's funding for employment opportunities and training opportunities out at the airport, he answers it. If it's providing the seed dollars to open the Family Peace Center, he answers it. If it's now partnering with the YMCA to provide amazing services for our youth, he answers that call. And we are fortunate to have him. And then to Brent and the YMCA, the board and the amazing staff at the YMCA. I mean, you don't have to go back far to see all the calls that you have answered and the leadership you have provided, not just, and not you, but your entire team, not just the leadership inside the YMCA kind of domain, but just in our entire community. It's helping really lead the effort to help Ukrainian students in our community visit our community, provide them hope. You answered that call. And that's you and your amazing team that did that. But you look at this space, in this place, in this church, and in this area of Rockford, this is what's needed. And I think this is what makes Rockford really special. You have a church who's partnering with the YMCA, and the YMCA is then partnering with the entire community. And you, as Senator Durbin alluded to, public safety is obviously at everyone's forefront of mind, and it should be. And there are lots of ways to address it. But at the very root cause of almost all of the public safety concerns that are taking place in Rockford is a lack of hope, a lack of opportunity, lack of a sense of belonging, and truthfully just a lack of love. And you look at what this center does, it shows these kids that they're loved, and shows that they belong right here. It certainly provides them hope, and certainly will provide them opportunities for the rest of their lives. And you all are doing that. And so, as mayor, I'm just grateful to be able to be here and just simply say thank you. Thank you.
If there's any press questions, we'll take them now on this topic. Cover the water from
He said any topic, I did. I'll be very selective.
relationship be very ready. Thank you all very much.
Amen.